welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, welcome back to my bed. Today is going to be a slightly different video. Today is going to be in response to all of those people over the past probably 2 years or so that I've been doing YouTube and being more prevalent on social media, asking me what I do with my days, how the hell I cram everything in, and I'm going to address that in this video. It's all very exciting. How best to explain it? There's going to be a lot of information in this video, so I'm gonna have to really think about this for once. I'm gonna have to think about this video. So first things first, then. Simba. Many of you all know the brand name Simba. I've worked with Simba before. This video almost came about because they got in touch and they said, TG, we've seen you recently. You look quite tired. We know you're very busy. Have you been getting enough sleep? And the answer is actually no. I mean, look at the state of me. I am a complete mess. I've not been getting enough sleep. So they have devised a challenge, a 30-day sleep challenge, should we say, challenging me to get more sleep. And also, off the back of that, seeing how that kind of affects what I do with my very, very busy days. So here we are. We are at the start of this. We are at the point at which I'm not getting a huge amount of sleep, I must be honest. I'm probably getting, I'd say maybe 5 to 6 hours, which I can't really moan about that too much, to be honest, because I'm aware there's people out there that get way less sleep. And none of this video is a moan, by the way. I am not moaning about my life. I absolutely love what I do. I'm extremely busy. A lot of people are, though. I'm not special for that. And I'm definitely not moaning about it. And me being busy is completely self-induced as well. So before you ever go at me for having a moan, I'm not having a go, okay? So, first things first then, Simba actually sent me a new mattress, so let's go and look at that because we all like new stuff. It's not here, it's not here, it's not already on the bed, it's in a box, so let's go through into the front room. This is my flat, by the way, you've already seen this on YouTube. We're walking, I'm like delaying the walk as long as possible to make it look like it's a bigger place. Anyway, come through. So here we go then, here we go, it's here already. Simba basically sent me this. This is what's going to revolutionise my sleep over the next 30 days and hopefully lead me to be a more productive, less unpleasant to my colleagues, make my back hurt slightly less and just make me slightly less grouchy. So here we go. What's this? Wake up to a better tomorrow, apparently. That'd be a nice idea if that could be the case. So anyway, this is Simba's, this is their key product. This is the mattress. Right, so what we have here then is the Simba hybrid mattress. There are 3,500 conical springs in here, and there is responsive memory foam as well. So that's what's going on in here, which all together makes a very comfortable mattress, whatever your sleeping position. So, can I pick it up? Ah! Maybe after the 30 days I'll be able to pick that up, but that is chaos. Anywho, it came in this box, and it's got all that technology in there. And online, I know from their website, there are 29,000 5-star reviews on this. 29,000. That's mayhem. Alright, Ollie, you're going to have to put the camera down in a second and help me out with this. We're going to go and put this on my bed. And then I'm going to go out churning. Oh no, we're going to talk through what I do with my day, aren't we? That's what we're going to do.
Please.
Okay. So, we might leave that here for a second. And then I'm going to sit down here, and then I'm going to go through a typical day. So what I get up to from the moment I wake up, maybe not include everything actually, but the point I wake up to the point I go to sleep, in rough timings, about, I actually do need sleep, seriously. This has come at a good time, Timber, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, should we do that, Ollie?
Please.
I'm just going to stop leaning on this.
You look like to fall into it.
I'd actually happily just climb in there and sleep for a week, to be honest. Right, let's sit down and have a proper chat because this is serious stuff. I actually am looking forward to getting some of this stuff off my chest and explaining exactly what I get up to because I get asked it the whole time, and it's going to be easier than replying to 1,000,001 questions. That's quite a nice little hat it's wearing there, isn't it? Yeah, it goes inside, doesn't it? Okay. Where to start? So let's start with a bit of background anyway, because I assume that most of you know about my incredibly tedious life on the most part, but not all of you will. Some of you will have stumbled across this channel and think, who the hell is this prat? So, first things first then, what do? I work full-time in the city. I have a job with an investment bank in the city. I'm quite guarded about that. I don't put it online, not because it's necessarily that interesting or top secret, just because I try to keep that element of my life separate from the YouTube side of things as best as possible. There's obviously always going to be overlap and people from both sides know what goes on, but that's fine. That's fine. So I work full-time in the city. I have a full-time job, that's Monday to Friday, standard business hours, plus a bit more on either side. We will go into that. I also have a fitness company with my twin brother, and there are 2 other boys as well. People that are interested in that, they will know. I have a fitness company with my twin brother. It's called LDNM, or London Muscle. The little will be on the screen. I'm getting good at that, aren't I? You don't even need to put the sound effect in anymore, because I've clocked it.
I might start not and see if people notice the difference.
Good idea. We also have, I also have 50% interest in Emoji Fresh. Emoji Fresh is an air freshener company that many of you will know. You will have seen it on my social media. Probably will weasel it into this video somehow, if not now, but another place. Which I have varying involvements in, but I will touch on my involvements in these. I have other projects as well that go on. There is obviously YouTube, which is you're now watching, and that involves Instagram, social media, emails, and all the kind of stuff behind the scenes that those of you in that field will know how much work actually goes into it, but those not, there is a lot of work that goes into it, unfortunately. So that's taking up a huge chunk of my life, and to be honest with you, now YouTube's at the point that I'm putting out the same amount of content. I'm putting out maybe 2-3 videos a week, if I'm lucky, which is the same amount as the other car YouTubers and many other YouTubers that do it full time. So I'm really pressed for time a lot of the time. And there are other bits and bobs. So recently I launched Modball UK with Mr. John Modball. That is another project that's taken up a huge chunk of my time. It is absolute chaos. I also have a small interest in percentage equity in the Winning Touch Detailing, which is a detailing company that my brother set up along with Ollie and whoever I lose track. I have a small clothing brand. It's chaos basically. I'm just completely stretched all of the time. And whilst the day-to-day running of those companies often falls down to, on the Emoji Fresh side, Aaron, who you've seen with the GT4, I do have active interest in all of those companies. So I do constantly have to talk to people, do emails, just constantly be thinking. And it does just zap a huge amount of my time. So that's a bit of background anyway. Very busy, lots going on. So I'm going to talk through now an average day. Okay, I hope you're still with me, because this is a very talky video. There's lots of talking going on, but I kind of want to lay this to rest. And it's not that interesting. Many of you will think my life's extremely glamorous, but it's really not that glamorous. I like shiny things, I like shiny cars, watches, and all that stuff. I wanted to buy my own properties by the age of 30. I wanted all these things, and I'm not from a background that was just going to happen for me. Just sitting around on my on my hind. So I've had to slog away, and this isn't a hard luck story, as I touched on the beginning. It's not a hard luck story at all. This is just I wanted all those things, and the only way that was going to happen is if I kind of built up multiple income streams and really went for it. So average day then. What time do I wake up? What time do I wake up, Ollie? Do you know?
I actually think, I don't actually know, but I'm going to guess it's like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Correct. So many people think I get out of bed at like 5 AM and all the rest of it. I don't. It'll make sense why I don't get up at 5 AM.
Because you go to bed then.
Yeah, because I'm pretty much going to sleep then. So yeah, I'm up about 6:30. I get into the office, I don't know, probably about 7:30 actually. So pretty slobby stuff. That is not an early start. But what I will do before work is I will try and squeeze in about an hour of emails, social media content. So that involves even planning posts, editing pictures, even editing the occasional little bits of iMovie on the phone or whatever. And that can be for any of my interests, not just my TG platforms, but for Twitter or whatever, or any of the companies, right? Emails take up a huge amount of time. I've got 4 or 5 email addresses, and it's just chaos. So I like to try and do about an hour of that before work, and a lot of that will be done on the commute as well. It takes me about, I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes to get to work. So that is my day starts with a bit of work before work. I get to my desk, and I'm kind of quite limited on phone use during the day. I can't really do a huge amount of external stuff when I'm at my desk. But obviously, you've got you've got toilet breaks. You can go to the. I actually, do you know what? During the day, I'm very lucky. I always manage to take time out to go to the gym during the day, and this is a huge thing people ask me all the time as well. When do you get to go to the gym? I actually manage to take around an hour out every day, or most days, to go to the gym during the day. So that's when I fit it in. I don't go before work, I don't go after work. It's in the day somewhere. And I'm very fortunate that I have a gym near my office. So I get to do that. So that puts that to bed. No pun intended, with a little sleep theme. Pushing on then, early afternoon, whatever. Again, still at my desk, prodding buttons, using the telephone, looking out the window, whatever people do at work. I finish work then at about 6 p.m. Again, not that late a finish. I know a lot of people work later than that. I am quite fortunate in that respect. In all the places I've worked over the past sort of 5-6 years, I've always finished about 6, sometimes 6:30. So absolutely fine as well. On the commute home then, I'm on it, flat chat on social media. I put like an Instagram post out. Again, I know, I appreciate a lot of you will just be thinking, well, that's not work. That's just like pressing a button and sending a photo. There's got to be content every day on Instagram. You've got to have content every day, and if you put out weak content, it ruins your algorithm, and then your platform goes down the drain. And that is a business for me. Instagram is a business, YouTube is a business, so it's actually quite important what you put out. You've got to put out engaging stuff all the time, and I put out a post pretty much every evening on the way home from work. Again, emails, whatever, and I often schedule calls as well for my journey home and when I get back home. So anyone that I've missed throughout the day, I will say I'll speak to you between 6 and 7 when I get home from work. So that is that, and then it's just flat chat pretty much the whole evening. With YouTube now, I tend to try and film a video in the evenings. That's what I'm doing now. So at this point, actually, you join me on a weekday. It's probably 10 p.m, something like that right now, and I still need to go and film a video. So I've got my vlogging camera over there. And yeah, I'll be going out and filming a video. So that is pretty much a weekday. Once I get back from there, I will go to bed at probably about 12:30, 1 a.m. every single night. So that is why I don't get up at 5 a.m, because I think I would have dropped dead by now. But yeah, and this is why Simba have got involved and said, oi TG, you need to make sure that when you go to bed, you are getting quality sleep, all right? You're going there and you're sleeping for the duration. There is no messing around trying to get to sleep. And you're getting a good quality of sleep as well, because there are different stages of sleep. Yeah, I'm not a sleep expert, but there we go. I've also got dodgy back as well. My spine is, my L5 vertebrae is like mashed, and I get really bad sciatica. It's chaos. Well, it's not chaos, it's actually just really dull and hurts a lot. Ollie, this is the most happy I've seen you at any point during the video. For the purposes of viewers at home, Ollie is now smiling behind the camera, or he's heard of my back pain. Why is it funny?
It's not, mate. It sounds really painful.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
No worries.
So that then is a typical weekday. Weekends then, I will get up early, I'll go out churning videos. Sometimes I'll try and churn 2 or 3 videos in a day. And again, this isn't me playing the hard luck story. This isn't me saying, oh my god, I work so hard. I appreciate making videos is not really work. Whilst it is a commercial enterprise, I don't see it as work, and a lot of people don't see it as work either. It depends what side of the fence you sit on, whether or not you see YouTube as a job or not. I don't know if I see it as a job. I struggle. I think some people make it a job and they work hard at it. I'd like to give actually a little, just a little prod to Shmee at this point. Shmee, I don't know how he does it. I honestly don't know how he does it YouTube wise, but Shmee, if you're watching, which you probably not, fair dues to you. Fair dues. How you churn that many videos? I mean, it's a video a day for that guy. I don't know how he does it. All the travelling, it's chaos. So yeah. YouTube, it takes up a huge amount of my time at the moment, but I do enjoy it, so I kind of don't really want to call it work, really. It's not really a job. So there we go. But weekends will be full of that, and then in the evenings I will go out and get inebriated sometimes as well, and socialise, which does happen. But that side of life I don't put on social media. I don't really put my kind of going out and actual social life on social media, because it's not very social, putting social activities on social media. That makes sense. So there we go. I think that's cleared that up. Should we go and film a video? What are we filming this evening?
Sure, I think of something.
Should we get the Aston out? What should we get out? You haven't seen the Aston yet, have you?
No, I'm rather excited.
Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to go out now, churn a bit. Should we chop this into me getting in the car? And I'm going to explain what the next steps of this video are and where it's going. Because there's going to be about a 30-day jump now.
There will be.
Okay, so let's go and get in the Aston and I'm going to explain what's happening. Let's go. Right then, we're in my car park. This is a very familiar scene. We're not going to be doing any motoring content today, but what we are going to do, we're getting the Vantage out and we're going to go for maybe like a first drive or something like that. We'll think of a video, won't we, Ollie?
We will.
We'll be churning something. So typically then, with my evenings, I will spend maybe, I don't know, not actually that long filming. 25 minutes, half hour filming. We'll go out for a little lap, we'll do some chat. I'll talk through the car, whatever it is I want to get across. I think this might be first drive or 5 things I hate. Who knows? I'll think of something. But we're going out in the Aston anyway, so that is going to be a chunk of my evening. I will then get back. I will then get into bed with my new mattress. And actually, at that point, right, we're going to take the cover off. We're going to get in here. I'm super happy with this car. Super happy. I love it. I know I say that a lot about my cars, but I actually love this one. This one's great. And I'm delighted about how it's been received as well by the audience. It's not why I bought it. If I wanted YouTube views, I could have probably got something that would get a few more views for the money. This was for me, this one. So here we go. Oh look. Not the pop chips thing. Bobble rally. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Bobble rally. Yeah. Are we ready?
Yep.
Let's go training. Right then, I am off to churn. I've got a busy month ahead, so I'll see you guys and girls in 30 days. Hello! We are 1 month after I last churned a video in my car park in my Aston Martin, and I was telling you all how tired and grouchy I was, and I think that probably came across in that video actually, that I was a little bit fraught and a little bit stressed out. But there's been a month that has passed. I have not relented in how busy I've been. I've kept my normal schedule, but I have been in my new mattress. We have an empty box here. For the avoidance of doubt, we have an empty box. Just check there's no one in there. I have my new mattress on. And I must admit I am feeling a lot more well rested. What does that mean, however? Not just kind of the generic benefits that sleep have, which is improved function and all the rest of it. You all know the benefits of sleep. But I'm actually feeling a lot more refreshed at work. I don't fall asleep during the day at my desk, which used to happen actually quite a lot. I would start nodding off and I'd have to smash caffeine to stay awake. I've been doing less of that, so I've been battering caffeine a lot less. And something that I've never mentioned before in videos or online, I actually used to get quite a bit of kind of, the best way to explain it is anxiety. I used to get this overall feeling of like nervousness and like just build up of stress, and it used to be quite kind of like overwhelming, but now touch wood, I've been getting a lot less of that, so that's been a lot better. That might be partly linked to the fact that I used to have genuinely like 10 coffees a day. Probably just that, to be fair. But that was as a result of the sleep thing. So the sleep thing kind of does knock on quite a lot. But I've been a lot more productive. I've managed to churn a lot more content. And I've just been a better human, I think, which is important, you know, because life isn't just about work, although I tend to make it about that. So yeah, I'm feeling good. The mattress has done me proud, and to be honest with you, I'm just feeling great. Very good indeed. I actually quite fancy a snooze. At this point then, if you do want to get in the mix and try one of these mattresses and get one of these mattresses, I will leave the link below. And I think as a result of this video, there will be a fairly big discount actually available for people specifically that are watching this video. So I'll leave any codes below, any links below that you need to use to get in the mix. If you want to just go and have a look at it, see how much they are, get your own one, whatever. Go and check it out. Anyway, without further ado, I think I'm going to have a little snooze. I do usually sleep with less clothes on, but for the purposes of YouTube and not getting my channel demonetized, I think it's time to... Anyway, you don't mind, Dolly.
See you later,
You
lads.
get out. Turn the light out and way out. Thanks very much. Do subscribe, blah, 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 and I'll see you again very soon. Good night and goodbye.